my sewing channel. This is where I talk all about dressmaking, patterns and fabrics with you. And today is another edition of Friday Sews, and I'm fresh back from Perth. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired after driving, so please bear with me. So, just before I get headed into this Friday Sews where I talk about life and sewing and all that jazz, thank you for coming back time and time again for my returning viewers. Thank you so much. Really means a lot, and thank you so much for your likes and comments. Love seeing them, love reading them, and I love replying to them. So yes, if you've got something valuable to say, no matter how little, please feel free to have a little comment or ask me a question. So, yeah, and if you just stumbled across my channel, welcome. I hope you do enjoy my chat, my content, and my creativity. So, if you like what you see, like what you hear, please do consider subscribing and joining in with my sewing journey. Right, so I was hoping to sit down and chat with you whilst I was in Perth in my B&B, but I was just like, kind of just not in the right frame of mind, but just I was kind of zoned out. I was relaxing. So this Friday Sews is going to be a little bit late by the time you probably see it today, but nevertheless I'm here with some chit chat about my time in Perth, which was maybe a day and a half if you total it. Not much. What I got up to, what sewing I've been up to recently, and what I'm wearing. Yeah. So, come on, Emma. So, I finished almost a project. I've just got to sew on a button, but it's the Sew House Remy, and yes, it's inside out because I want to show you my French seams. Yep. This pattern makes you French seam, and you may say, oh, that's daunting, but actually the instructions kind of hold your hand right through. I've got a couple of labels on, Room Puff Cake and Slow Fashion. This was Pink Coat Club, which is stopped selling labels, but Joy, who owned the business, is on Instagram as Joy Margaret, and this is a Kylie and the Machine one, Slow Fashion one. So yes, I made it out of a Robert Koopman hand dyed yarn, Essex yarn, I think it's that, but it's a lovely quality, and yeah. So I've put on a little button loop thing, so I've just got to put a button here. Yeah, I'm really quite happy with that. So yeah, you'll see it on the grid once I get the button on, hopefully by Monday. The other thing that I was going to talk to you about was Simply Sewing magazine. I buy it from Tesco. It's probably a lot cheaper and a lot more convenient if I just subscribe, so I might consider doing that. But the magazine comes in this envelope, which is recyclable. It's paper. Brilliant. That's the front cover. And there's so much really nice articles. This is my most favourite magazine out of the top 3 in the UK. So the others are Sew magazine and Love Sewing magazine, and this is Simply Sewing. This is like my favourite. I just really like the layout of this magazine. It's like got really nice articles, and out of those 3 magazines, this is the most inclusive pattern sizing that there is. And let me get on to that. But yeah, I just really like the pictures and the projects. So many projects. Oh, they've got a makeup bag. Might be handy to sort of try that. I've got so many zips upstairs of sort of makeup bag size, so might make some nice makeup bags. But yeah, that is what you've got in here. Now on to the patterns. Patterns were Anita camisole, and that is a UK 6 to 24 or a US 4 to 22. So to fit bust 79 centimeters to 124 centimeters, inches it's 31 to 49 inches, and to fit waist it's 61 centimeters to 106 centimeters, and in inches it is 24 centimeters to 42. So this is the least inclusive pattern out of the 3. I'm indicating something good, eh? I really like it, but I really want to find out the finished garment measurements without opening the envelope. Because if the finished garment measurements hasn't got a lot of positive reads, especially for the hips, then I really don't want to keep it and probably maybe de-stash it. So we'll see. That was Tammy Handmade. So it probably will go on to the de-stash. But these 2 won't. So I'll do the Lulu dress, and this is designed by Simply Sewing magazine. It goes from UK sizes 10 to 30 or US 8 to 28. To fit bust centimeters 83 to 132, inches 32 and 3/4 to 52 inches. To fit waist 64 to 117 centimeters, 25 and 1/4 to 46 inches. To fit hips, it's 88 to 137 centimeters, or inches 34 3/4 to 54 inches. So it's quite straight. Now it could be worn as a short dress, or as on the back it is open. Yeah, takes about just takes under 3 meters, going by 115 width. So you might get it for 2.5 for 150 wide fabric. So yeah, I'll hang on to that and I'll give it a go. I'm hoping that is straightforward. There's no bust starts, which means that it does go straight down, so we'll see about that. This I think is a creme de la creme out of this bunch. It's the Patsy overalls by Ready to Sew. It's a French pattern company that started or was founded in 2015. I've heard of them. I think I've got 1 or 2 of their patterns, so I really should give it a try. This pattern, the Patsy overalls, go up to 4 to 30 UK size or 2 to 28 in US size. It's to fit bust 81 to 139 centimetres or 32 to 54 and 3/4 inches. To fit waist is 61.5 centimetres to 124 centimetres. To fit the inches is 24.25 inch to 48 7/8 inch. To fit hips is 89 centimetres to 151 centimetres. And the inches are 35 to 59.5 inches. So I hope that gives you a bit of in-depth. It suits linen, Remy or hemp. And for those who don't know what Remy is, it is a fabric made up from nettles, I believe. So yeah. This for size range to it takes around about 3 meters for the 140 wide fabric. Okay. That's a bit weird. Okay, but yeah. I think this is going to be a brilliant summer dungaree, so I'm going to give that a shot and see how I get on. Watch this space. What else? Oh, well, I'll pop in footage of my week of nature, including some of Perth, Canal Hill, and the place we stayed in. I didn't get an in-depth indoor tour. Oops. But you'll see the outside. So yeah, it's really nice. We stayed in the old stable block, which has upstairs converted into self-catering, 2 beds. It had a living room, a bathroom, thankfully, and yeah, a kitchenette. So yeah, it was really, really nice. Bed was a bit too soft. I think they really need to maybe invest in a new mattress for the twin bed. Yeah, definitely quite soft. But other than that, I'm fine. I'm hopefully gonna have a nice, good night's sleep tonight. Catch up on some Zeds. But I had a lovely time. Yesterday walked up Cunil Hill. It's 225 metres above sea level. Didn't go from the bottom to the top. I would say mid-level. And then I went up. It took me maybe about an hour to get back up. Hour to get up and probably about a half an hour to come back down. Yeah. It was that way most of the time, if not all the time. So yeah, I was pat on the back. I kept myself going, which was a miracle. But yeah, what else did we do? I went and got some lunch from a little deli, and then I drove for ages and ended up in Dunkeld. And we had lunch. I had lunch. Me and Vivi sat at a picnic bench in Dunkeld beside the River Tay. And then today, when I was leaving, I was like, you know what? I never got to the Iron Bakery yesterday, which is in Dunkeld. And So I decided to go to Dunkeld before I headed back down. So yes, I went into Aaron Bakery and I got a sourdough loaf, a lovely garlic, wild garlic and pesto and asparagus Danish, which was lovely. I got a picture of that, but I haven't got a picture of the loaf cake. That kind of slid down my throat before I realised. So it was a loaf cake and it had almonds on the top and then blueberries on the bottom. It was really quite nice and tasty. So yeah, and that's me back. So I'm doing some washing and some tidying up and hopefully a wee bit of sewing because I've got a few things to get out the way. But I'm going to insert some footage and that will be this week's Friday Sews. So yeah, go and check out the hashtag if you haven't already. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. And have a good week until next Friday Sews. I'm hoping to bring out a couple of vlogs Monday and Wednesday, but we'll see how it goes. Definitely at least one before Friday Sews again. But yes, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'm gonna leave you with lovely footage. It's about 5 minutes worth, so do enjoy. Let me know. Any questions, just put them in the box below and I will try and give you links to what I was talking about today. Okay, take care. Have fun. Bye.
Take a train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you. 'Cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. Run away from home, why don't you? 'Cause I did the same just for you. You don't know how much I love you. 'Cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. I don't wanna stay with you just to have to leave. If it isn't meant to be, I'll still be here eternally. I don't wanna say goodbye, I have just arrived. If it isn't meant to be, I'll still be here eternally. I hope to make you my own before the train ride home. I hope to make you my own before the train ride home. I hope to make you my own before the train ride home. I hope to make you my own.